Satan.
This next one is by Moments of Zen, and it's entitled Playing Card Creep.
You got some weird stories.
I do. I sure do. And that's kind of the MO of this podcast. We've been doing this for a while now, Christian. I hope you're aware
of
what the podcast is about. It was a nice Monday evening, and I was finishing up vacuuming my house where I live alone.
So sad.
Thank you. I carried the vacuum. This is my story. No, I'm just kidding. I carried the vacuum through the hall to the spare bedroom where I put it away, grabbed a duster, and started dusting.
First off, it's not your story because you're using a vacuum and a duster.
I was actually going to say, who lives alone and dusts?
Yeah.
This is definitely not a bachelor. And if it is, then good on you.
Yeah.
Way to go. Now, in the closet, right next to R. Kelly, no, I'm just kidding. In the closet, there's a hatch in the ceiling that leads to, I presume, some sort of insulation space or pipe access or something. I've always kind of wondered, mostly as a thought experiment, whether someone's been hiding up there, only coming out at night. It would explain some weird things that have happened in my house, like things getting moved around and such. Nothing that couldn't be explained by my own absent-mindedness, but still. This particular day, I decided to shout up at that hatch, see if anybody was really up there. Again, not because I thought somebody was, but as more of a joke to see what happens. Things like, I know you're up there, come out, and don't make me come up there and get you. Finally, I finished with, I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3. This is someone in the 1950s. 3, 4. And I stopped there, decided this wasn't worth it, and went back to dusting. Then I stepped back into the hallway I had just come in from, not 60 seconds before, and there was a playing card. A playing card lying face down on the floor, and it had definitely not been there a moment ago. I picked it up and turned it over. It was a 4. I'm still baffled. I know, very. I'm still baffled as to how it got there. There's no furniture in that hallway that it could have fallen from, and there's no way I could have missed it. It was bright red, and the floor was more of a grayish blue. It stood out. I even recognized the deck it was from. It was a deck of cards I hadn't touched in months, maybe years, which was sealed inside a magnetic case and also underneath another box inside that very closet where I had been shouting at the ceiling. I'm baffled.
Shout.
Okay.
Shout at the ceiling.
Okay. I've gone over everything that might possibly have passed over that spot in the time between when I walked down that hallway and when I saw the card. None of it makes any real sense. I honestly, genuinely cannot think of an explanation. It freaked me out badly enough that I searched the whole house with a weapon, and I started locking my bedroom door at night for about a week. I really don't have a clue.
I have a clue. This is like common knowledge, except for this person.
Okay.
You do not speak to something that is not there. You don't. That's like number one. It's like an ancient story that like moms would tell their children and stuff like that. Similar to like, don't whistle out in the woods.
Sure.
You don't invite something that may or may not be there.
You don't whistle in the woods, and you don't invite things that may or may not be there.
Yeah, because, if it's just there chilling, just on another plane of existence, and then all of a sudden it's recognized, it might have some power over you. You don't talk to things that aren't there. If somebody calls out from another room when there's nobody there, you don't answer. That interaction leads to like things that they put in scary movies.
Demons.
Yeah, exactly. Whether they're real or not, once you recognize them, they're real.
Yeah. Have you ever had things go missing or like where you placed something somewhere and it ended up somewhere else? No. I've had it happen twice in my life. I remember once in Vegas, and that house was the house that I heard footsteps in the attic all the time. And the roommate I was with was a crazy person, as she said, "Oh, that's my dead friend." And I said, "Okay, it's not, but cool."
You've met a lot of people that are weird like that.
Yeah, well, this one I dated for a time, which was even worse. Yeah. So let me tell you, that was not a fun ride. R.I.P. JC. I know you're out there somewhere, hopefully. My cat.
Oh, I was going to be like,
she changed the locks on me. She changed the locks on me, stole my cat, and like, yeah, that's when I got out. So,
but did you ever get out?
Not in my head.
Yeah.
But and the other time is this house right here, right now. But I think this is more sleep deprivation getting the best of China, and I don't think she realizes it, because we went to Bear Paw, right? We got some of those Timbo's big old licorice strips, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that somebody had taken a bite out of my green apple.
I wasn't here, so
you weren't here at the time. It couldn't, like, I know I would have blamed you immediately, but it couldn't have been you this time.
You know, it's total jerk move. You didn't bring me back any.
That's right. And you know, that shit is like $4 for $20. You think I'm bringing you back some?
I would have given you
this
money.
Economy.
All you had to do is like, Christian, I'm here at Bear Paw Festival. Do you want this sweet licorice? And I'd have been like, yes, I'll bring money.
You got carried away with the licorice. Okay, there's more to it than the licorice. You're focusing on the licorice. It's escalated since then. Okay, well, it's not just licorice now. We are talking. We also got some Lucy May's cookies. Fantastic cookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
China got 6, and I got 6 because it was like 12 for however much, and all my 6 were there. Like 3 of hers are missing, and she was like, "What? Did you eat my other chocolate mint?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. I'm not a chocolate mint person. I didn't eat it, you know." And so I'm like, I'm pretty sure when you come down, like, because when we feed him first thing in the morning, like 1 a.m., I feed him, and she goes down, like, takes care of the milk and stuff like that, and then comes back up and goes back to sleep. Mm-hmm. I think she's just downstairs, like in a sleepy stupor, and like just eating, right? Just trying to get some nourishment back. Comes back upstairs, forgets all about it, right? Because the third thing happened, and you want to know what it is? Mint Milanos.
I don't even know what that is.
Chocolate mint Milanos, man. The cookies, delicious Milano, Toll House Milanos.
You know what I'm going to do when I go in and talk to China about this?
You're gonna blame it on me?
No, I'm gonna create some tension, and I'm going to say, obviously, China, it's the mother-in-law.
That's what my mom said. She was like, I know the first thing is to probably assume it's me, but I promise I'm not eating any of that. I'm like, okay, some food's going missing here. And I kind of joked around. I'm like, we have an attic in this shop, and we also have an attic like at the top of the stairs in the garage. And part of me is like, is someone living in this house without us? No.
Well, when you think Atlas is looking at the lights, but he's really looking at his protectors from the other realm, and they get hungry.
And of course, they're going to want to dip into some lovely mint Milanos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
made with witchcraft.
There you go.
Must be because they taste so good.
I didn't even talk about the other house. What we're missing was my headphones all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was making shirts in my room at the time. Like I had a business where I was making t-shirts. And designs for one of my clients went missing.
Now, what did you do after work when you lived in Vegas?
Went home.
Did you drink, partake in anything?
Do I look like someone that went out and drinking, like partying?
No, you didn't necessarily have to go out.
Oh, no, I did not. I didn't, no. And I know what you're thinking. I also didn't do that either. Not then. Now, but not then.